Hi all, happy almost back to school time. I am having a friend over today and she will be part of my third episode of Parents in Bed Eating Ice Cream. I just thought that I would give you a quick tour of my room because the show that this is inspired by shows you the car, and I've never really shown you my bed, I don't think. So this is my bed. Not my favorite comforter, I'll admit. The comforter that I like actually matches those pillowcases, but I was doing laundry and cleaning it, so tough. This is my makeshift camera stand for when we're sitting in bed. It's basically just stuff I found around the house because, well, nobody else has said they wanted to come on after this one, so I haven't really been inspired to put money or thought or effort really into having a good phone stand. My room, pretty basic master bedroom. My nightstand, my husband just hung me these gorgeous boxes that I used to have in my house when I was with my parents with my Disney stuff. Duh. That's me and my grandmother. Ma, I love her. Walk-in closet. My dresser and giant TV. Yes, it's a bit of a mess, but if you don't have a mess like this in your master bedroom, congrats to you. Anyway, the wall that we kind of film it on is pretty plain. My husband and I kind of share a desire to not have anything hanging over our bed. My mom read me the book Flat Stanley one too many times. Shout out to 80s books. Actually, maybe way older than the 80s. But anyway, so if you have any ideas of something I should do up there, because I always found it way too plain and a little boring. I bought a stencil one time, but I bought it from the dollar store, and it was a cute phrase, but it didn't stick, so that sucks. Anyways, this is my room. That's my husband's side, and my mess over there too a little bit. Again, I'm kind of for the no judging, but if you want to comment something like, hey, my room's a mess too, that's much appreciated. Anyways, I'm hoping my friend and I are going to entertain you, and if not, I don't know why, I just went high like that. Okay, anyways, see ya. This is Esther, and
it's Lena. Hi.
And we're back for another episode. Well, I'm back.
Yes, she's back.
It's her first time. Probably not last, but no, first. And for Parents in Bed, eating ice cream.
Yes.
And she's brought her favorite ice cream, so how about you?
Yes, so today we're eating Spirits by Haagen-Dazs, and it's Irish cream, coffee, and biscotti. Because, I mean, you're grown up. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, as much as vanilla and caramel are fun, but this is so good. It's worth every calorie. So there's about 300 calories per half. So I don't care.
And it's my first time trying this ice cream.
Oh my God, I'm so excited for you.
Yeah. And probably not my last.
Yeah, so good. Walmart has it.
Okay.
I made a special trip because I had to have this ice cream for today. Special.
Okay, so why don't you tell us about your family before we talk about the monsters that we parent?
Right. So, I'm a Russian Jew. I came here about 22 and a half years ago. 18 of these years I have been with my husband. Now, we have 2 kids. My mother lives with us. We have a dog and a bird who is annoying as anything. But cute. And we'll keep him. I have 2 daughters. Ava is 6. She just turned 6. We had a party. And yeah, that's the
good party.
Yeah,
that's where we had the makeup.
That's the beauty, on the face. And Kayla is going to be 9, and I believe we're going to be taking her to a hockey game, which is so exciting.
That's so nice.
Yeah, no birthday party. She doesn't want it.
Leaves to Marley's.
Leaves.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're going to splurge.
Nice.
The 4 of us are going to a game, even though she wants to bring friends. I said, as long as their parents pay, because it's Leaves.
Yeah.
They ain't cheap. But, I love sporting events, and especially going there. It's contagious. And I think hockey you can actually watch without alcohol because it's exciting.
Yes. Well,
unlike baseball.
But they charge at the arena
Yeah.
to get alcohol.
Yeah,
You just have to make it fun without
Yeah.
it.
Exactly. She went yesterday to the baseball game, and she said that some kids had money with them. And, I mean, a little baggie of cotton candy was like $6. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you have a kid that's going to be hyped up on sugar, that's going to want to drink something after that, and that's another $5. And then popcorn, a bag of popcorn is like $10. So basically, the tickets, the travel, the parking, it adds up, you know? Like, it's expensive to have kids.
Yeah. But I don't know anywhere now where we can go where it's not like minimum $50.
Yeah.
To like take your kids for something.
We went hiking this past weekend.
Oh, wow, you're so good.
Twice. Well, it just is so pretty. So the first time, I mean, I still deal with the mosquito bites. I had a mosquito bite on here and on my eye before the wedding. That was amazing.
Nice.
So we went, and in order to get to a provincial park, you have to pay money to park your car. So it's like some parks are way more expensive than others, and others is like for us to go to the second park. We went to a conservation area just in Caledon. So beautiful. There's a waterfall. It's a nice little walk. It was $27 for us to get into the park.
Just to park.
Just to park the car and walk around. Yes.
Nice.
I mean, I get it. You know, like we have to sustain our parks and it takes money, but you know, like I get it. We pay taxes though. Oh, I get.
But we have free healthcare.
Yes. Yes. I've had free healthcare, and to get anything good, I had to pay for.
Oh.
Communism doesn't work. That is all I have to say.
Nice.
Yeah. So see, this is what we do when kids are at camp. We eat ice cream.
We eat ice cream in the morning because
Yes.
it's 11 o'clock in the morning.
And you know,
I haven't had lunch. I haven't had breakfast.
Oh yeah, I had breakfast because I had to take medication because I'm old
Oh.
now.
You're not that much older than me, but yes.
No. But I have to take meds, yes, because otherwise I'm crazy and I don't like my children. That's not true.
We love our children.
We do, but
we just don't always like our children, and that's
Yes.
a fact of life.
Yes, it is. And all of you that say that, oh, I don't know what I would do without my children. Yes, you do. You probably have a list with all the things that you would do when you...
First of all, you'd sleep. Everybody would sleep way more
Everybody
than
would
have
sleep.
kids.
But you know what? I'm up at like 4:30 in the morning. I don't know why. My brain just wakes up
Oh my
and then I
God.
sit there and I'm trying
No,
to,
that's not
please,
good.
please, please, I want to fall asleep because I fell asleep at 11:30. I need more hours because by 4 o'clock p.m. I'm going to be like this. And then my children are going to be upset because mommy's too tired. But my brain wakes me
Oh my
up.
God.
There's nothing I can do. I just...
Okay, but can you nap?
No, because then I won't sleep. Which,
See,
you know,
I don't
can't.
get that. Thankfully, I don't get that. And like, since I've made my job stay-at-home mom
Mhm.
instead of something outside the house, on days like, let's say I haven't been feeling well or whatever, like
Right.
I'll take the kids to school, I'll come back and I'll go back to sleep for a little bit.
On those days,
Right?
yes, I can for maybe like an hour or two.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I don't actually sleep.
Oh.
You know that
Do you lie in bed
feeling?
and make lists? Because I do that too sometimes.
No, but it's just like it's that feeling. My eyes are closed, and I'm kind of asleep, but I'm aware.
Mhm.
But that's how I sleep at night as well. So
Oh my
like,
God.
it's amazing that everybody's alive in my house because I have not had a decent night's sleep in forever, and there's nothing I can do. It's just my overactive brain just will not stop. It's okay. I'll sleep when I'm dead, as they say.
Yeah.
In the old
my
country.
mom, once I had Josh, my oldest, my mom was always like, sleep is overrated.
Oh, exactly.
No, but it's not. It's not.
I understood that when I had Ava, my second one. Ava didn't sleep for the first 5 months.
Oh my God.
I cried
Mm-hmm.
because I had another baby that needed to sleep because she was so little. She wasn't even 3 years old. And then during the day, so that Kayla would be able to nap, I had to get up, get in my car, and be one of those parents and drive around with Ava so that Ava would
Oh
sleep.
my God.
And when you're like a zombie,
Mhm.
and Emilio, my husband,
Yeah.
and my
There we go.
husband, he had to go to work, and he's a mechanic, so he has to think because he's in a way responsible for people's well-being and life and whatever.
And you don't want a car falling on him.
No, and so we were basically like the first 5 months we were a zombie, but magical thing happened. She just slept through the night, and it was the most fantastic thing ever. She slept through the night, and she slept until 8:30.
Oh my God.
8:30, and it was just, oh my God, it was so good. She was a good sleeper. She would wake up at 8:30, and then she would take a 3 and 4 hour nap, and then by 8 o'clock she would be in bed.
Nice.
It was fantastic, and then she would sleep again until 8:30.
Oh my God.
She still likes her sleep.
Yeah, see, I don't know how Jeff and I actually had a second child, because Josh was terrible. Josh did not fully sleep through the night until he was at least 18 months.
That was Kayla, yeah.
And it was so hard. It was so brutal. And the only thing I think that really pushed us to want to have another one is, and I apologize if I offend anybody out there, I didn't want an only child.
Right. I totally agree.
I grew up very close with my brothers. I'm still fairly close with my brothers. You know, adults can be difficult.
Can't kill them. Love them. You know, can't live with them. Can't kill them.
And well, I like in my life. Sorry, I'm gonna sidetrack. I always found that I was like closer with one brother than the other, and my brothers are one's 8 years older than me, one's 4 years older than me. So, as it turns out now, I'm way closer right now with my brother who's 8 years older than me. We both have kids. We're both and we both kind of just try still, right? My other brother, when we were like from the time I was like born till like my early 20s, I'd say, like I would have called him my best friend, and just like I get that with people and especially family. I find like life is just kind of like this, right, where you kind of go apart and maybe you'll come back together.
You get in the mood for each other.
In
different parts of your life. I totally get it. My brother is also 8.5 years older than me, and sometimes I feel like we're born out of turn. You know, like I just feel like I should be the older sibling. But, you know, life is, you know, he's still my older brother, and I still go to him when I'm freaking out about something, you know, because he will listen, he will get, and he will, you know, tell me to just forget about everything and just do whatever.
Right.
So, you know, that it's helpful. But he gave me 2 amazing nephews. One is 18 and one is 16, and I love them, and they're like my friends, which is, it's kind of nice, you know, like to have that kind of relationship with your nephews. Like, I know you have a relationship with your niece. Yeah. Oh, she's so cute. She really is. She's so cute and sweet and pretty, and just like the good comes out through her face and just looks and everything. Very cute.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. So like I want my kids to be close with their cousins. Yeah. But yeah, Jeff and I, we didn't want an only child. Right. I wanted a third. Jeff and I are both the third in our families. I wanted to try for a girl. I don't know how likely it would have been. Yeah. But I think that we, money-wise, and just sanity-wise.
Yes. You have a routine. Like, that's what we decided, that, you know, even though we had 2 girls, and everybody's, you know, the pressures. Oh, are you going to try for a boy? No, we're good. Like, it would have been fantastic to have a boy in the family, because my father-in-law had 4 sisters. And, you know, my brother-in-law has a son. But it would be nice if, you know, Emilio got to have a son. But you know what? He's so comfortable with girls. Like, since throughout our entire relationship, he hung out with me and my girlfriends. Right. Yeah. So he was meant to have daughters. Right. Absolutely, you know, and I mean, we drive him insane. I know that. Like, that much estrogen in the house. That's why we got him a male bird and a male dog. Because otherwise, I can only imagine he'd probably go insane. Oh my God. But, I mean, I'm going to be 40, you know, and yes, I know that it's not too old to have a baby, but I'm tired. Yeah. I'm tired, and we finally just got into a routine. We learned our children. We know what makes them tick, and they sleep, and they're somewhat independent, and to have to go through diapers and all of that again, we can't. We're too tired. Yeah. Tired, don't want to. Yep. I love kids. You know, I'm looking forward to
grandkids.
Nieces. No, not that. Not yet. Are you looking forward to grandkids?
When I see my parents with my kids, I'm like, that'd be cool. Like, I would almost like to be able to peek into the future and see like what that's gonna be. Yeah. Because I'm all not ready for it yet.
No, it scares me.
Clearly,
can't even think about it.
But yeah, no, I mean, like, which is also why, I had my kids, quote unquote, young. Yeah. Right? Like, my mom was freaking out when Jeff and I wanted to get married. I was 25 when we got married. And she's like, that's really young. I'm like, you were 19 when you got married. Right. Right? Yeah. Of course, it's a completely different time.
Yeah, different times, yeah.
We were, like, my parents' wedding and my wedding was, like, almost 40 years apart.
Wow.
So it's like a big difference. I get that. But I'm crazy close with my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
I'm crazy close with my parents. And I wanted them to know each other.
Right. It would be nice, yes. Well, you know, I got married. I was almost 29. I was 28. And, you know, like, by the time we get kids, when I had Kayla, I was turning 31 in a couple of days. So, in a way, it's a little late, but we were ready.
Mm-hmm.
We were ready to be married. And I think if we would have gotten married earlier, we would have been done. Yeah. Because after 4 years in our relationship, we hit such a rut. And we even broke up for 3 days.
3 whole days.
3 whole days, and we were like freaking out because, like, whatever. But we were ready. When all of these things happened, we were prepared, and that was the right time for us. And yeah, do I wish that, you know, I would have gotten married sooner and earlier and had kids earlier? Yes, because I would have been younger and I would have been, you know, more energetic to do things and to enjoy them. But what are you going to do? Life is life, and I'm pretty happy with my 2 girls, and, you know, they're pretty cool, even though they drive me insane, but they're pretty cool.
The worst thing with me when somebody asked, like, about I have another one or whatever, I was pregnant with Ben, okay? And in between Josh and Ben, I had a miscarriage. Mm-hmm. So I was just, I guess it was just a couple weeks after 20 weeks, because like we'd recently found out that he was a boy.
Okay, right.
So I'm at my aunt's house, and it was some family thing happening, and her other side, like my aunt's other side, was at the house as well. So I'm obviously pregnant, and, you know, her side, oh, like, blah, 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 when you do, this and that, and do you know what it is, right? And I'm like, yeah, it's a boy. And somebody from her side was like, oh, are you disappointed that it's a boy? I had
people do that too.
And I was pregnant and emotional, and I'm emotional when I'm not pregnant. So,
yes.
Right? And Ben's pregnancy was a good one, but I was scared the whole time because I had the miscarriage before. Right? So I looked at her, and I'm like, no, considering there's a healthy heartbeat, I'm really happy. Right? And then I got up and walked out, and I just went, like, into the kitchen where my aunt was, and I'm like, oh, I just did something really bad. Yeah. And I told my aunt, and she's like, no, that wasn't bad. Like,
yeah, that's good.
No, that's fine. And I'm like, oh, I felt awful because the woman was like a nice person. She is, yeah. Right? Yeah. But just like, it's almost what people are conditioned to say. It's what, like,
I know, but that's like, that's our nature. So you get married, so you're gonna have babies
kids
now?
Yeah.
Oh, so you have a baby, so you're gonna try for another one? People, take it easy. You know, like, we know what we gotta do. I mean, we probably do the same thing, but I do my best to catch myself before I say something like that. Because I know that I wouldn't have wanted to hear that. I don't need the extra pressure. Right. We'll have kids when we're ready. And with me, you know, like, the first one was a girl, and the second one was a girl, and everybody's like asking me, oh, you know, like, but don't you want a boy? I said, we're quite happy. Yeah. I said, just think about all the money that we're saving. We have all the stuff for a girl.
Yeah.
I said, we have the sheets, the bed, the stroller, the car seat. We got everything. Right. I said, I don't need to spend money.
Yeah.
Just diapers and food. That's it. Because didn't breastfeed.
Neither.
Me either. How much judgment did you get?
Oh my God.
Oh.
You know what? I think that, yes. So with Josh was 5 weeks early. I planned on breastfeeding. I had the breastfeeding bras and everything. Yep. Like, I was going to do it. My milk hadn't come in because I was 5 weeks early. Yep. I was trying in the hospital, and I had like a pump, and like Jeff got me like the Cadillac of pumps at the time. It was 9 years ago, but it was like one handle here, and both girls were hooked in, and like whatever.
Right? Like a cow for like a couple of minutes.
Yeah, and for me, luckily, I know like some people say like it really hurts. It didn't hurt. It was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
To pump, and it wasn't coming in. Like I would pump for like half an hour, and I like have barely anything. And when he would breastfeed a bit, but because he was in the NICU and he wasn't allowed to come home until he was a certain weight, it like, I said, you know what? I said, can we supplement with formula until like I'm like coming in better? Well, they tried to discourage me of that, and then Jeff stepped in and was like, no, we're doing it. Well, because Jeff and I would also leave. horrible people. We would
Wow.
leave the hospital and go home to sleep, and then come back, right?
My mother-in-law had two preemies, and they were in the hospital for a month,
Oh my
and
God.
she was at home.
Yeah.
Horrible, horrible woman. She was at home with both kids, with like
Other
her
kid,
husband,
yeah.
with the other kid, or her husband, whatever.
Oh my
And
God.
a month. That is a month, and like whatever the. But with me, I had the milk,
Yeah.
but she couldn't latch on, and by the time 3 days in the hospital, my boobs were bleeding. Like, it hurt so bad.
Oh my God.
It was like
Yeah.
she chewed me up completely. She couldn't latch, like couldn't.
Yeah.
And that we had the lactation consultant from the hospital come in. It wasn't happening. I was on medication. I was stressed out because it wasn't happening. And yes, I had a lot of milk because it took me days to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, oh my God, it's like bricks in your skin. It hurts so bad.
Oh my
But
God. Yeah.
it wasn't for us. My
Mhm.
baby was happy, healthy, and well fed. And I'm sorry, by the time she was 6 months, she
Yeah.
weighed as much as a 1-year-old, and she had not been sick once.
Yeah.
So, whatever. And my aunt comes up to me, oh, so what? Yeah, your boobs hurt, blah, blah, blah. When I was, breastfeeding, I had to put like needles in my nipples. I said, well, you know what? That worked
Good
for you
you.
in the old country.
Yeah.
They have this amazing formula. So I'm gonna do what's right for me and my baby, because I don't want to be stressing out, because that goes into the milk and that goes into my baby. I have a happy baby. She always smiles. So no thanks. And my mom, she was the most supportive person, because she also was not able to breastfeed.
Mhm.
So I'm a formula baby myself.
Right.
I mean, I was crazy sick, but it doesn't matter. But my mom was supporting me, and that helped me tremendously.
Right.
Because there was so much pressure from all ends.
Oh, you
My
buy
friends-
formula and it says breast is best on it.
Right.
That to me
Fantastic.
is disgusting. That to me is
the
so
best
disgusting, and I'm
advertising.
sure I'm gonna have a lot of people backlash on that
Oh,
if
yeah.
if I were to say that publicly. But I think that's disgusting. I was under so much stress with Josh. I tried for as long as I could
Mhm.
to bottle and breast, and I would pump and put it in the bottles,
Right, put it in
just
the freezer,
whatever,
yeah.
right? And I think it was one of Josh's checkups, if it was 3 or 6 weeks, whatever it was, and Jeff, my husband, who is amazing, who came to all the doctor's
Yeah.
appointments, the doctor checked out the baby, and then Jeff was like, okay, we cannot leave until you talk to her.
Right.
And he's like, what's going on? He's like, she's stressing herself out. She's crying or whatever, all about the breastfeeding and whatever. Because that means that she's a real mom or whatever. She
Right.
does it, right? And my doctor, Dr. Aaron Hotz, best guy in the world, love him, turned to me and said, how do you feel about adoption? And I'm looking at him like, I have no idea where this is going, right? And I'm like, fine,
Random, yeah.
right? And he goes, is an adoptive mother a real mother? And I'm like, well, yeah, of course,
Yes.
right? He's like, there's no way in hell she can breastfeed.
Exactly.
So, right?
Double standard.
Yeah, right? So I'm like, oh my God. Okay. And from that doctor's appointment, I was like, fine
That's
with
no
it.
more guilt.
You know what? It's hard enough being a new mom,
Yes.
but when your husband is like, okay, you're doing the 3 a.m. feedings, before I go to work, I'll do the 6 a.m. feeding, and so you could sleep through that one. Yeah, why am I not doing that?
Right.
Right? That's great if you don't have to, but if I feel I need the help and somebody's going to help me, I don't need any outside people guilting me about
Oh,
that.
absolutely.
Right?
We're so lucky that we have such supportive husbands, because seriously,
Yeah.
I don't know. I read these horrible stories that these men, they do nothing. They don't even know how to change a diaper. I don't understand.
Yeah.
You were a father.
Yeah.
This is your baby. You made that.
Yeah.
Half of that DNA is you.
Yeah.
How do you not know how to wash your baby or change the diaper? I had a C-section. I have no idea what I would have done
Mhm.
if Emilio wasn't there, by my husband. I honestly have no idea. I couldn't walk for 2
Yeah.
weeks, and my stitches wasn't the incision wasn't healing properly. I had to go to the
Oh my
hospital
God.
because I'm so lucky. It's just my special luck. I had to go to the hospital. They had to clean me out because I got infected.
Oh God.
And there's nothing I could have done. It happens.
Yeah.
But again, I had such an incredible support system. And
Yeah.
I'm a new mom, and I mean, yes, I've been around kids my entire teenage life, and in my 20s, and all of my cousins. But this is my baby, and this is completely like, you're completely unprepared for it. Like,
Mhm.
it's like, no matter how many books you read, when this little thing is in front of you, I mean, you're mesmerized because it's a pretty doll that looks like you and your husband, and then you just want to, like, but you're not prepared.
No,
You
because
you're
everything's like, oh my
hormonal.
god, I'm gonna kill it.
Yes,
Oh my
you're
god, I'm scared if I
hormonal.
like hold him wrong, or if you like,
Right.
right? Like, oh my god,
When you bathe,
what
especially
happens
the bathing. Oh my god, you're holding them by the neck or the burpee. You're saying, oh my god, I'm gonna choke them. And the doctor, they just come, they grab them by the chin like this, and they smack them on the back. And I'm like, oh my god, are you gonna?
Or
choke
like when
my
my
baby?
mom or grandmother would like burp, because
Yes.
Josh was 4 pounds 12 ounces when he was
Yeah.
born. Okay,
Oh my
like
God,
yeah, tiny. And when they would like go to burp him, I'm like, you're gonna break every bone in his body, right? But he was colicky and gassy, and we need it, and it was like they would just do, and I'm like, oh my god, he's fine. This
Yes.
is crazy, right?
Yes.
But again, yeah,
They're
like a
resilient.
support system.
It's incredible.
yeah.
So important.
Yeah.
My mom and my husband were in the room with me when I was in labor for 18 hours. I was in a hospital for 23 hours, 24 hours. No, sorry, 23 hours. No. Anyways, it was over a day that we were in a hospital. We got to the hospital at 6:30 Tuesday morning. Kayla came at 8:22 the next day. It was just, they were with me the whole time, and they were going through everything that I was going through because we flatlined. Like, I ended up with an emergency C-section, you know, so it was scary. And without that, you know, like, if there would be somebody making me nervous, I probably would have, like, I don't know,
I know.
like, freaked out.
I know.
It wouldn't have happened. But I'm happy my children are healthy. That's the most important thing. Whatever else comes, we'll deal as we go along.
Yes.
That's it. And I'm happy that they're at camp so that I can have some downtime to eat some ice cream. Just saying. Because they were home for 2 weeks in July, every day. And the first weeks we did it so that my husband and I can take them and do touristy things. Like, we went to the beach, we went to Center Island, you know, like things, touristy things. And then they were home with me for 2 weeks. And it's all mommy, 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 mommy. By the time Emilia would come home, I was like fit to be tied.
Yeah.
I just literally just hugged them and just like, please, I need some mommy time. It's a lot to have kids, you know, and they're pretty independent. They're like 8 and at that point 5, and they can do a lot of things for themselves, but it's, mommy does it better.
No, I've 100% turned to my kids and said, I'm clocking out.
Yeah.
I'm clocking out. It'll be like bedtime, and it'll be like the 6,000th drink that they need, or something else that they need.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot this downstairs.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know what? I don't want you to have that. It's time to go to bed. And you know what? I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. And I'm not going to lie, I used to be super judgy about people who would say, I'm done with my kids. Because I'm like, you can't be done. No, I'm done. I'm done for today.
My kids go to bed at 8 o'clock. Because Ava needs her extra sleep, and they get up super early because, like, all the livestock in my house. Well, the stupid bird flake starts chirping when the sun comes up, and it's early in the summer, even though he's covered up. So he's been a little better, but still, he wakes up. Plus, they have to go to camp. Today, I had them at camp, luckily, at 8:11. And I was so lucky. There was a car on fire right across the gas station on Dufferin. Yeah, a Pontiac, Montana. Do not buy in Montana. Sorry, Pontiac, but I've heard horror stories about Pontiacs. But yeah, it was on fire. It was like black smoke coming out. I was terrified because, is the driver okay?
Yeah.
Any passenger, the car was totaled, completely burned to crisp.
Right.
Because when I was coming home, I drove right by it. So the traffic was diverted from to Viceroy. So imagine that tiny little street, the 3-lane Dufferin.
Oh,
so morning
God.
Rush hour. It was about 8:25 when I was coming home. It was insane. And I was worried that it was going to explode and the gas station was going to go kaboom as well because it was that close to the gas station, right across the street.
Oh my God.
Like 2 lanes away from the gas station. It's crazy.
Yeah.
This is morning. This is today that happened.
Oh my God.
But yes, and my kids wake up super early. Kayla, I think she was up before 7 o'clock. And it doesn't matter what time I put her to bed. But this way, I know. She can go to bed. With her, she doesn't have to go to sleep. She can read.
Yeah.
Read. Oh my God, if she would read, that would be fantastic. She doesn't. She writes. I love. Oh my God, she started writing a journal.
Oh.
So she writes bad things about me. She does. It's so funny. She writes things about her day, and she draws, and she makes like little Legos that the dog eats later in the morning. But clock out. That's it. They go to...
Hi, sorry.
Yeah, we got cut off.
We got cut off.
But yeah, 7:45 on school nights, maybe 7:50. Now that they're a little older, it's going to be 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, you go upstairs, you brush your teeth, we turn on the water, you're pretty independent, you can wash up, we got you out of the tub, boom, you're in bed.
Yeah.
Kisses, loves, whatever, good night, nightlight, sayonara. That's it. Mommy and daddy are done.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I've been letting my kids do kind of whatever they want at bedtime. I get a lot of judgment from that, from friends, from family. But Josh physically does not need as much sleep as a typical kid.
I get it.
And that's fine. And Ben's been playing with him. And you know what? It's summer. If he doesn't have so much energy at camp, I don't care.
No, it's camp. He doesn't need
but
brain
he
activity
has
so much.
been having it. And he's been having
Summer.
great, right?
Yeah.
So I'm fine with it. Once
miss it.
school starts, and especially Ben's going to have a much longer day than what he's had before.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to be more strict on it.
He doesn't have to wake up as early because the bus is
Right.
later.
Right.
It's kind of nice.
So yeah, so I'll play with my schedule in September, but yeah, I'm done judging people with
I am
feeling
judgy. I am judgy when it comes to, like, I'm sorry, but your child is like 10 years old, you still lie down with them for like an hour. It is not necessary all the time. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
but I mean, Josh is like 9, he'll be 10 soon.
Yeah.
And sometimes his brain won't shut off. And I get that too.
Yeah.
And he needs me to lie with him.
Okay.
Like last night I was lying with him, right?
It's different.
Yeah.
You know, but like some kids won't go to sleep without that, like every night.
Yeah. No,
it's
I
like
couldn't.
10,000 stories. And
I want to be mom of the year, but I can't.
Like
I
some
can't.
kids just, they need that like physical, like contact, but I get it. It's really nice and it's really sweet. And I get it. I want to be with my kids, but that's why we have the bedtime routine.
Yeah.
That's why, like we cuddle and we watch TV together and we have dinner. Like, I mean, I stay home. I cook dinner every night practically. So we do our best to have dinner together. So every night, and that's our family time. And then, we go for a walk sometimes if it's nice. We'll go walk the dog and like there's bedtime. We talk. Mm-hmm. Once you're in bed under covers and we said goodnight, you're done. And I've taught my kids that. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm a detached mother, maybe I'm crazy, but my kids would go to bed in like half an hour, the most.
Yeah.
Always. And like a lot of people judge me that I was so detached.
No.
Because but I'm sorry, my kids had a routine.
Yeah.
My kids went to bed at a specific time every day. I would give up social life.
Yeah.
That they would have their naps. I wouldn't leave. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm going to miss Kayla's nap. No, I'm sorry. I can't do it because her day is going to be crazy, which means that my day is going to be crazy. Yeah, selfish. But you know what? You do anything that you can for your sanity.
Yeah.
That's it. You do whatever works. So my kids had a strict routine. And you know what? They're good. They're calm. Nobody's like crazy and freaking out. And nobody's like hurting me. But it works. It worked for me. My mother taught me well. And she was the one actually that told me that you need to have a routine because it'll be easier for you and it'll be easier for them. They will know what they need to do at what time. Yeah. Their body will learn. And they did. It was great. I just wish that, the 9 going on 15, that's a whole other conversation. Nice. The teenager brain in like a 9-year-old's body, it's like insane. Nice. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we did probably a half hour.
Half hour,
so
that's
we did good. Hopefully people will watch this whole thing.
Yes, we're funny. Yeah. Just saying.
We can be funnier.
Looks aren't everything.
Nice. Okay, so basically, don't judge about breastfeeding.
Yes. Don't be judgy.
At all.
No.
And your bedtime routine should be your bedtime routine.
Yep.
So.
And I'm sorry if I judge, but I get judged too. So, we all judge.
I say don't be judgy. We all judge on different things. Like, I judge,
just don't
when
be
people
mean
smoke
about
in the car with their kids.
Oh my God. Oh, don't even.
Okay, but that's a whole other episode.
We'll touch on that.
Yeah. Next time.
When we have Carrie.
Yeah.
Carrie.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, Carrie, so you hear that? You got to come back.
Oh, yeah, Carrie.
Please. Okay. Bye, guys.